I gotta get coffee. I just heard the coffee pot beeping. So the coffee is ready. Hello, 5 people. Hello, 4 people. Well, actually, 3, because I'm one of them. Oh, it is a beautiful day today in Jacksonville, Florida. I walked the boys to the bus stop, and it was just about zero humidity. It was very pleasant. It was incredibly pleasant. I just can't even. The weather's finally changing. It's finally changing. And I'm turning my camera on, but I want to get my coffee first. So. I'll be right back. All right, I'll just turn my camera on so everyone knows that I'm here. I'm not like just dark screening it. I'll be right back. Let the cat keep y'all company. There you go. Hey kitty, keep them company, baby. The cat's still sitting here angrily. Oh. I haven't done my housework yet. I was getting ready to, and I just decided not to. It's terrible. But that's what I did. I changed my mind. But I don't think I'll be on as long today as I was 2 days ago when I did this. So I'll have time to get it done. I got some phone calls to make today as well. I have things to do. What the hell? Oh, it's water. What is going on? I don't know what's going on with this thing. It stopped. Good morning, Michelle. I need some food ideas. So when the room starts to populate, I'm going to have people give me some ideas because we're running out of ideas around here. Dinner starts to get really boring. Chocolate caramel in my coffee. Yeah, I've had that before. I don't know what brand you use, but the Walmart Great Value coffee creamers, the flavoreds, they're amazing. I get hazelnut. That seems to be my go-to. And Doug is obsessed with hazelnut. It doesn't seem like anybody sells Irish cream, so I never get that ever. And I love amaretto and Irish cream, but they're hard to find. Vanilla, I'm over. I'm so sick of vanilla I could scream. I'm done. The Dollar General. Oh, do they have a generic for that? I need to try it. Oh, there's like no sense in paying full price for something that is in the generic form and tastes just as good, you know? And I need to go to the RV and get my coffee mug, the one that I've had since 2014, my Wonder Woman mug. But it's in the rig, so along with just about everything else because we didn't hardly move anything in here. It's just been too hot to go to the RV and do anything. But now the weather's starting to break. I'm so excited. We can go clean out the RV and winterize it and close it up and park it. Because it's not parked right now. It's still just sitting open with all the 3 slide outs, out and everything. Doug just messaged me. Ooh, there he is. Let me put on my granny glasses. I need to go get me some decent ones. These are funky. I can't find my other ones, which are just as funky anyway. All 3 of my bras and my glasses are MIA, and it's making me so mad. I got to take the boys to the bus stop this morning, and we tore this place up, and none of my bras, they're just gone. So I guess I'll be going bra shopping tonight. I don't know what to do. I mean, how do you lose a bra? Especially when you get dressed and undressed in your own room, There's no telling. Oh, see, you're right. How far are you from the state line of where I'm at? It's been really nice here. Last night we stood outside for the longest time. Felt so good. And then this morning it was great. Aaron was so happy he could wear his layered shirts that he got. Will got him some clothes, and he got him a t-shirt with a layered shirt to go over it, And he was so happy he could wear it today because it wasn't hot out. You're closer to the East Coast. Yeah, me too. I'm in Jacksonville, so yeah. I'm fairly close to Yulee. I'm like right there. Or I haven't been there myself, but everyone tells me we're not far from it. So. What are you doing for dinner tonight? I need some ideas. I know what I'm doing tonight, but next week I want to plan my menu out, and I'm running out of ideas. I mean, it's just getting, food has a degree of excitement to it. You look forward to certain meals and stuff. And me and Doug were talking about it the other night. We just have lost interest. It's like, as long as we get food in our stomach, something to make a damn turd, that's all we care about. So there's really no excitement in our meals anymore. We've completely quit eating out. We don't eat out at all. And a result of me not eating out anymore, I have lost, drum roll, I've lost 14 pounds. I am so, but see, it's hard to tell because I wear my clothes really tight because I like tight jeans. I just do. They feel good on me. I don't care what they look like. They feel good. So I wear really tight jeans, and I haven't worn my jeans in a while, and I just got a new pair of Capri. So I'm really not familiar with the way they fit. And before that, I was wearing my yogas a lot, which stretch. So I wasn't really able to gauge. I mean, I could tell I'd lost some. It was obvious in my belt because I have to wear a belt because my ass is so big and my waist is too small for my ass. So I have to wear a belt. But I could tell the way I had to cinch my belt that I had lost some. But when I weighed myself and I had lost 14 pounds, I was just like, Doug, look! Oh my God! Freaking out. I was like, you gotta be kidding me! So it's that time of year where I can start going for my walks. It's not too hot. And I'm so happy. I'm going this weekend to get my whey protein powder, and we got to go to the RV and get my mixer and my peanut powder. I've got that at the RV as well. She said, bitch. Oh, it's a shame you live one state away because we could do morning walks together. It's boring walking alone, so I always did my walkie-talkies. Well, I called them walkie-talkies, where I would just take my phone with me, and I would I'd do a vlog as I did my walk, because walking alone is super boring, and it's not safe, but I did it anyway. I just took my mace. I need someone to do something with my 13-year-old girl. Won't do anything with me anymore. Really? Gosh, when my youngest daughter was 14 and 13, um, from 13 up, we did everything together. I mean, just we've always been close like that. We just always have been. We went to the mall together. She'd want to go to the mall and hang out with her friends, and I'd be like, well, we're not going alone. So, I mean, I'd go with her to the mall, and I'd be up. I wouldn't be right up her butt, but I would be there, at the mall. So I knew she was okay, and she couldn't get into any shenanigans. But she didn't seem to mind that I hovered. She never minded. She enjoyed the time. Like if she'd come across me with her friends at the mall, and we'd hang out. They'd sit with me, and we'd grab a bite to eat, or they were good times. I'm thankful for them. We're really tight, me and her. Let me get my glasses on. I'm sorry, I can't see what you're saying. Dang it. Can I ask you a question or two to maybe try and understand this? I don't know what you're trying to understand, but no disrespect at all. I promise I try to always be kind and respectful. Sure. If it's a drama issue, not for morning chat. I won't answer it. Hi, Shauna. Good morning. I I don't want to do drama in the morning. Don't ever want to do drama, but definitely not in the morning. But sure, ask away if it's not drama. I want to do dinner chat, coffee chat, headlines, topics in the news. I don't know, new issues that matter to society as a whole. I mean, if it's a drama question, I have an email address, and I would absolutely answer it via email. You're a fairly new account, so I don't know how much you could possibly. It may just be an average question. Good. Usually, when it's somebody asking a question, it's a drama one. So it's like, new, no drama. So tonight for dinner, I am making enchiladas. Don't tell me Alex Trebek died. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say that Alex Trebek died. What about Alex Trebek? The sexiest genius that ever was. Ooh, I was kind of I felt like I was holding my breath. I wasn't, but I felt like I was. What about him? Oh no. I hate that. Cancer is not prejudice, that's for sure. I've never watched it. I know it's been out for a long time, but I've never watched Big Brother. Last night I just finished my final episode of Imposters on Netflix. That's a good show. I enjoyed it. I really did. Um, I think I'm done with Blacklist. Well, no, I'm not. I have a few more to watch. I wish I could keep up, but I'm trying to watch. I'm watching 24 and Blacklist and Imposters. I squeezed in Strange Things and or Stranger Things. And I'm done with that one. I'm too busy. I can't keep up. And then when I take a gap of watching something for a while, and then I go back to it, I can't remember where I was. I'm praying for him heavy. My mom died of the cancer he's fighting. Oh. I love Alex Trebek. And I just get like sidetracked. I did that with The Walking Dead. I loved The Walking Dead. And my son turned me on to that. And when he still lived in the States. But I took a break from it for like almost a year. And when I came back, I forgot where the hell I was. I gave up. I would like look at an episode and go, I think I haven't seen this one. And I'd watch it for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes and go, you know what? I have seen it. And I'd move up a few more. It got so frustrating. I just quit. I couldn't remember where I was, so I just quit. And I really liked that show, but I quit. But Breaking Bad was a favorite of mine, and they took that one off. Well, I was mad when they did it, and I actually cried. Anger, tears. And Doug was pretty pissed too. And eventually I came to terms. I went through all the phases, the guilt, the blame, the anger, the grief. Whatever the cycle is, I went through it until I finally realized that it was better that they ended it the way that they did than to keep dragging it on. There's only so many drug transactions that can go down before the government takes you down. So, I mean, it would have gotten to the point of being ridiculous, but I still miss it. I bought the entire series, all of them. The DVD, I got every one of them. So I may binge them. Me and Doug are very prepared if the shit hits the fan for the apocalypse or whatever. We've got a DVD collection to die for. So there's lots of kid videos, there's lots of comedies and dramas, and not enough documentaries. We need some more of those. But we have horror films. We have like The Office. We have a bunch of them, not all of them. I've never watched it. I think I've watched 3 episodes of that, but I haven't ever taken the time to just sit and watch them. But I love Steve Carell. He is a sexy nerd. Yes, he is. I have a thing about nerds. But Steve Carell is hot. Hot, 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 hot. But yeah, tonight's enchilada night. I haven't had breakfast yet, but I probably won't. I ate some chips. It's not good. They were just sitting there, and I was like, I bet those are crunchy. Diehard fan, yeah. I really liked Walking Dead, but like I said, I had things going on, and I just lost interest. And then when I went back to it, I couldn't remember. I have been asked to be a child's POA. Are you that to your beautiful grandsons, or are you their legal guardian? Seen an attorney in 3 hours. I'm so nervous. Wait a minute. What's a POA? I may be that, but I've just never heard the power of attorney. You're talking about power of attorney. Okay. We did what's called what did they call it? They called it because we weren't sure how it had to be done, but it's a temporary family. It's something that's commonly done with aunts and uncles, grandparents, siblings, when a relative takes custody of kids. And it's a temporary family custody transfer, something to that effect. Just don't know what the heck to do. Well, I mean, if you love the kid, if you love the child and you feel that you're able to. So, power of attorney. So are you going to have physical custody of that child? I mean, because my grandsons, they have a mom. she's just not capable right now in her situation to take care of them. And family does, family's family, and you're the aunt. See, you may be able to, are you taking custody? Because you may be able to do what we did. It was that, like I say, I'd never heard of it, and they told us downtown what it was. Let me see. I might be able to find the term because I'd never heard of it. I see it, and it doesn't show up in, because I don't know how to search it. Wait a minute. I'm on another page, so I can't see my side chat right now. Yeah, it's an extended family custody thing, and there's no time frame for it. It's just temporary, and it's when both parties they're good for it. They're like, no one's disputing it, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? And we did it with no attorney. We just did a lot of times you can do the paperwork yourself and all the legwork yourself for a lot of stuff. Child custody, lawsuits, land disputes. But by law, you have to have an attorney to file the stuff. So you can usually find an attorney that if, hey, Aaron. No, it doesn't sound ugly of you if you don't want to. I mean, I don't know the story behind it, so it's not ugly at all. I mean, when all of this started going down, where it looked like we might be getting the boys, all I could think was, oh my God, I don't want to start over. I don't want to start over. This is my time. I had my babies young so that me and my husband could have this time for ourselves. I mean, my God, I was 19 when I had my first one, which is the mom of the boys. But it's not ugly of you to want your life. There are a lot of grandparents and other relatives out there that have taken on the role that we have that felt the same way. It's like, no, this is not, because, you plan life out to a degree and you have it in your mind how it's going to be and you try your best to stick to it. And then that happens and you're like, absolutely not. I mean, because she's not bad to the kids. She loves her boys. She's never even spanked them. But I just didn't want to do it. I wasn't, it took me a while to get into the groove of it. I had always had them, like if she went out of town to visit family, I'd keep the kids, or if she went away for a while, I'd keep the kids. I've never not kept the boys. If she needed me to keep the kids, I've always said yes. But when it looked like it was going to be a long-term thing, yeah, I wasn't down with it. And people were like, oh, you need to get those kids. And I'm like, I don't need to get them. She's not bad to the kids. She's great with the kids. She loves her kids. You work over 60 hours a week. I'm hoping to get that ring by Christmas. Ring? You work an awful lot of hours. Is it just you? I mean, that's like, this was my time to go back to work, because the whole thing was I was a stay-at-home mom. I was 100% at the disposal of my kids. And I could have worked while they were in school, but then they would have had the whole thing of the school would call me, so-and-so is sick or something's good, you need to come get, and I can't. I gotta call my boss and say, I gotta leave, that kind of thing. And me and my husband had talked, and he made plenty for us to make it. We just couldn't have 2 fancy cars and, finance some furniture. We couldn't get all the goodies we may do. And it was worth it to downgrade the way we lived so that I could be 100% there for my kids. And that's what I did. And I'm doing it again. So if you're working 60 hours a week, how old is the child? I tried to watch Sons of Anarchy, Michelle, and I got into the second episode, and it was so stereotypical of the biker image. I wanted to vomit. I was like, no, I can't do this. I can't. It was just ridiculous to me. I couldn't do it. And a lot of my friends are like, what? That show's amazing. I'm like, and I'm one of the ones who say, I've never seen Game of Thrones. Never. And I'm okay with that. I've never seen it. I'm 30 years old, meeting my boyfriend's parents for the first time and hoping for the ring of my dreams and my man to ask for my hand. Aw, a 5-year-old. Well, only you know if you're able to pull it off. I mean, I knew I was able to pull it off. I just didn't want to. And I knew the best possible option was to just help my daughter get where she needed to be so she could be a mom to her kids. You know, she adores them and they adore her. So that was my focus. My focus was not, let me get these kids. My focus was, let's get her straight so she can better care for her kids. And, but yeah, I mean, you shouldn't have guilt for feeling that way. It's not written anywhere that anyone is obligated. You know, I mean, you got dads blood fathers that walk out on a child, you know, I mean, and it's so common that we just snub our nose to it and go, what an asshole. It's not a big deal. We're just like, jerk. But yeah, only you would have the answer to that. You know, but I wish you luck on it, that you make the decision that feels right to you, because my decision might not be yours. Hell, I didn't know what my decision was going to be until it kind of just happened. You know, it just kind of happened. It was a slow thing. I know my nose is red because it's really dry when I moisturize every night. You know, well, last night I forgot to moisturize my nose, and it's itching so bad, and I don't want to dig at it with my fingernails, so I'm using the cloth. Oh God. Think so much. I think I have my answer more clearly. I want to be a mother first to my own children. Yeah, and don't have guilt over the decision that you make. That's it's not like they're going to throw the child in the middle of the road, you know. And I'm certainly not going to delve into this situation and why this is happening, because that's not even an issue. The issue is how you're feeling about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's more where I'm focused is, yeah, don't feel bad. Don't. You have your decisions to make. But now that the boys are in school, I am 100% there for them. I think they're doing okay, both of them with school, and well, Doug says we can do it. Between his job and me going to work in the evenings, I can go to work. I'm really hoping I can go to work. So I'm hoping. I gotta go grab my moisturizer for my hands. I'll be right back. I've like seriously gotta get the recipe to make some of this. Thought you had the evening shift in the Denny's parking lot. You know, those Grand Slams aren't selling like they used to, Aaron. You know that. It smells so good. I don't know if I want to eat early today or wait until dinner because I really love the enchiladas that I make. They're not authentic. They're Americanized, but they're still yummy. They're really good. But so Michelle, what are you having for dinner tonight? Were you up all night, Aaron? Yeah, I've seen all these tabs like temporary child guardianship. I don't know what ours was referred to for the state of Florida, but we've had the boys so long now that it was really just like a no-brainer. It was just a matter of having it all filed, and transferred, and my daughter signing, trying to decide if I feel like driving to Santa Cruz to surf this morning. Oh yeah, you're hours and hours behind me. Yeah, it's 6:45 where you are. Yeah, I like these chats because I don't have to put on any makeup. I don't have to, irritate my skin. These morning chats, I'm allowed to wear scrappy clothes and no makeup and morning hair. It's kind of small, but I need to get wet and soak in the pollution. You said wet. It's not that bad, is it? The pollution there, it's not that bad, is it? I mean, you're like surfing along and all of a sudden, like a Big Mac wrapper gets stuck to your face or something. It's nothing like that, is it? Have a good day, Michelle. Enjoy your day at work. Be safe. Huh. It's not good, but it's not as bad as Southern California or closer to the San Francisco Bay. We have chemical pollution here in the Gulf. It's just awful. That and that blue green algae crap everywhere. Not up here where I'm at, but you just never know anymore. I got a headache. What is up? Last night, Will, he bought this blood orange vodka, and he wanted to try a mixed drink that it had a thing on the back how to make this little drink. So he bought all the shit to make it, and it called for sparkling wine. And I was like, dude, I can't do wine. I can't even do a wine cooler. It hurts my head so bad. He was like, well, it calls for wine. I was like, okay. So he makes it, right? He makes it. And we are like, cheers. Shit was so nasty. Good morning, Carrie. No, we're not doing a get ready with me because I'm not getting ready for shit. Tomorrow I have to get ready for something. Jack's got an immunizations appointment to get his second set. And then he's got an eye appointment because the poor child is almost blind in one eye. So that drink that Will made was in the same glass that I drink my pineapple upside down cakes in. And it even looked like it, but it did not taste like it. It didn't even almost taste like it. And I got 3 sips down. It was funny because we both took a sip at the same time and we both had stink face at the same time. I was like looking at him and he looked like I felt. I was like, yeah, this is bad. And you know it's bad. But he I, it, he added like more sugar to his. And I was just like, and he put simple syrup in mine, and it was just so bad. And I took 3. I gave it one try, that first one, and then I did another one, and we were chatting, and then I did another one, and I did a little sip. I mean, these were little sips I was taking, and I was like, I can't. It's so bitter. Look, I'm getting ready to drool. It was so bitter. I was going, ugh. So I don't know what he needs to do to tweak that, but blood oranges are gross anyway. So if you're drinking blood orange vodka, no. I was like, that one fails. Let's try something different next time. He likes trying new mixers and shit. And he was like, hey, you trying to mixer with me tonight before you go to bed? I was like, yeah, whatever. But it was pretty. It looked like my pineapple upside down cake, which is not just pretty, it's delicious. I'm telling you, that is the best mixed drink I've had in. I don't think I've had a mixed drink that good before, actually. I'm not big on the drinking thing, I did my mudslide shit and I did my pina colada thing, but as far as mixers and stuff, I never did them really. I remember this one time I tried to make Long Island iced teas at home. Oh, God, it was so bad. It was so bad. Oh, I did my drinking. I've done my drinking in my lifetime. Now I just drink for the flavor, for the taste and for the, like, mix or mingle, But I don't drink to get drunk. He does. He's like, I'm off work. I'm drinking. I'm like, you think? You didn't send your crowd over here. My idea of a mixed drink is adding soda water to whiskey. Oh, that's nasty. To me, alcohol tastes so bad. You have to try my pineapple upside down cake mix. It's mucho yum yum. It is. It is very yummy. I need coffee. It's there. It's literally, yeah. Oh my God, my nose is itching. I even put the moisturizer on it just now. Oh my God. And I haven't been in the sun or anything. If you're going to be live for a while, I'll go tell everyone to come over here. Well, that'll be cool. Yeah, I'd appreciate that. I just started doing these. This is only the second one I've done this week, so still kind of new. Yeah, I'm going to be live for a while. I just started it not even an hour ago, so I'm going to be on here for about another good hour or two, depending on how the chat goes. I have a whole pot of coffee to drink, so we're going to be here for a while. I'll be right back. I need more coffee. Hi, Dave, or Dave's hacked account. I'll Thank you very much, Mr. Fisherman. I don't have a personal issue with Dave. He knows I don't. Everyone else knows that I don't. And the reason that I don't have a personal issue with Dave is because I just didn't associate with any of it when it was going on. It's like, I wasn't interested, didn't care, didn't want no part of it, any of it. Same with Bergs. I've heard people that just like freaking hate Bergs, and I've not heard him say anything so bad worth hating personally. But that's because I don't watch. I don't watch. I don't watch it, and I don't hear it. I don't see it. Once in a great while, I'll catch them on, like the last few days I have, and I'll watch them. And sometimes I comment, sometimes I don't. But some of these people have years of history around here. Oh, yeah. Oh, I was here before Dave was, but I just didn't get involved when he got into it. When he came into the picture, I just didn't get involved. We watched from afar, Doug and myself, and we laughed. When people fell for the anonymous thing and everything, we laughed. We laughed so hard. We were like, God, these people are fucking stupid. I've never watched a hangout with either on panel, just heard all the trash secondhand. Same for me, yeah. Yeah. And, Aaron, I'll watch even fewer folks now. I really, who do I watch? I'll catch Nomadic Ninja live. He's fun. I think he's great. He's so great. He's so fun. I don't care about how he lives or where he gets his money from. It's none of my business. He's fun. He's funny. I laugh. He's very chill. He's enjoyable. I watch him and Mallory. I really don't watch anybody else, The public guy, I watch him. That's about it. And of course, Will. I watch Will. Good morning, Rick. Hi, Clancy. Hello, Crystal. I hope you have a great day too. And I'm always staying out of trouble. Trouble finds me. Oh, yes, do the massages. Enjoy your day, Crystal. Yeah, he is a sweetheart. He really is. Oh, that was the guy who had a fit because I said retard. Oh, yeah. He didn't like that. Oh, Aaron, the last thing anybody needs to do with you is to put it out there what they have a sensitivity for, because you'll focus on it. I know how you do. Yeah, he was being protective. He was just, yeah. I just assume, where is it at? Let me see. I just assume when someone takes issue with that, they were called that as a kid or have a kid who gets called that. Either way, not my problem. See, he's not hateful. Christy, 7270. Hi, Corey. Lacey Rocks was my favorite. Elvis fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. Elvis wasn't the only one. LOL. They don't call Dave the Fisherman for nothing. Hello, side chat. Like I said, I never watched. I just heard secondhand and saw the little snippets that people posted with the little clips and stuff. Shit. People prey on others' weakness a lot. Sad but true. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be on YouTube, especially in this community, you better have some thick skin. I've watched you for a long time too. Really? Well, you've done it quietly. I didn't know you were there. You're sneaky, aren't you? Do you have content? I'm going over there to see if you have content. All right, I'm going over to the other side of the internet. I'll be right back. No, you got two videos. Damn it. Uh, Alligator skin, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Clancy, if you like really strong coffee, there's a coffee I found 2 summers ago that comes from Louisiana called Cafe du Monde. It's a chicory coffee. I don't like really strong coffee. I like the breakfast blend really mild because I don't want to shit my pants. So, um, okay, Dave. LOL. I couldn't remember which account they got into. Yeah, them strong coffees, man. They just like jet fuel. I can't. I like it nice and mild. Doug makes his coffee. He uses the same grounds as me. We have the same coffee, but he'll fill the cup up to here with creamer, and then he'll put like 3 scoops of sugar on top of that, hazelnut creamer, and I'm like, dude, just put it in some hot water. What's the fucking point? You you don't even, are you kidding me? Oh, oh boy. See, there are people that know, my sister makes the best coffee in the world. Oh, that is so sweet of you. That is sweet when somebody says stuff like that you make the best coffee or the best meatloaf or the best peanut butter and jelly sandwich, aka little children say it. And it's great. And it's like, thank you, baby Jack. Nina makes the best peanut butter and jelly sandwich in the world. It's so great. I know that's really sweet to say stuff like that. I tend to prefer the dark roast, heavy on flavor but lighter on caffeine. Most people think the stronger flavor means more caffeine. No, absolutely not. That's just the level of roast. Is that what it is? It's like it starts off with a fairly strong bean, but then how long they roast it for, doesn't that determine it? I think I saw something about that, but I'm not sure. I'm sure Aaron knows. Biggest. Okay, I'm not trying to troll Becca or anything. What? Folgers breakfast blend is hard to beat. Okay, it is hard to beat, but it's been done. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get what I've got. Hold on. I was looking for a cheaper option because, I cut corners where I can. Um, and I tried a few over the years and nothing really, because Folgers was it for me for years and years and years. It's all I would use. The more you roast, the caffeine cooks out. But doesn't it change the flavor as well? Doesn't it? It's my fault, Dave. I shouldn't have said anything in public chat that could sound disrespectful. Sorry, sorry, Becca's team. All right, look here. Go back over here. I tried them. Okay, it comes in a medium. On the wrong side. It comes in a medium and a light. The medium is obviously a little better for robustness. Great value breakfast blend. Friggin' amazing. And I told my husband, I said, this absolutely tastes like Folgers. So I have not bought Folgers in about 2.5 years, maybe 3, about 2.5 years. And it's cheaper. And it comes in a humongous bag too. It comes in a really like monstrosity of a bag, and it's so good. It's so good. Let's see. I tried the flavored ones. No, it's just your breakfast blend. There's no flavor to it. I've tried the flavored ones. They don't really, like the hazelnut doesn't really taste like hazelnut. The chocolate doesn't really taste like, the mocha, none of that. It just doesn't. I tried them, it don't. Sound like I miss my aunt's yellow curry because in the early 70s, her and my uncle lived in Singapore because he worked in the oil industry and she learned how to cook all sorts of stuff. Wow, yeah. When you're worldly like that, you pick up things, and that's really cool. Aaron says, if I just want to get spun, I have prescriptions that can do that. I drink coffee for the flavor. Rick says, I'm going to try that. I'm always looking to save money. You're welcome. You're never going to buy full price Folgers. Now, if I've got a coupon and Folgers is on sale at the same time, yeah, I'll get it. But that doesn't happen very often. I just automatically go to that one, It's just the immediate one that I do. Okay, I deleted my comments, which could have sounded shady. Sorry. Oh, Carrie, you don't have to worry about that. I don't think anybody thought your comments were shady. Well, I didn't see them. They may have been shady. They might have been shady. I'm going to put up a thumbnail while I'm just sitting here bullshitting. Oh, no. Good Lord. Seriously? I could make my thumbnail a picture of me as an infant. I could do it. Oh, this is too much. It's too many. I can't go through all these. Let me just pick. I'll use that one. That's a good picture. I'm showing my boobage. Okay. Good morning, Bean. You're supposed to fall asleep at night. That's a good thing. Let's see. Good morning, Casey. They weren't intentionally shady. I'll never try the house blend. Carrie, for some reason, I always bought the breakfast blend. Rick, it's weak as water, but it eventually works. All right, there's some new people in here, so someone tell me, what are you making for dinner tonight? I'm trying to get new. I'm going to write these down. I'm looking for new ideas because dinner starts to get repetitive and boring. Your menu seems to stay the same for years, and me and Doug are suffering from a lack of enthusiasm when it comes to meals. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's see. They lived in Egypt, Malta, Trinidad, and a few other places. Oh, Clancy, that's exciting to be able to travel. Well, you didn't, they did, but I'm just saying it's exciting to be able to travel like that. Doug, years ago when the kids were really small, the company he worked for, that he kind of went all over the place. They had another company come into play that did the same type of stuff, only they were going to Cairo, and we were all going to go. But there was like some type of political disruptions and different, and the kids were small. And even though they said it was safe in the area that we were going to be at, we decided it wasn't worth it, even though the money was totally worth it. We just decided it wasn't worth it. It was a lot of money. It was a lot of money. But the unrest over there was pretty bad. I do keto, so my dinner is probably going to be a New York strip, asparagus, butter, mayonnaise salad. Good morning, taco pie would be yummy. Do you know that is so funny that you said that? We bought an old El Paso. I guess it is like a taco pie. It's like the soft tacos. You layer them, and you in between each one, you put the seasoned meat and the veggies, whatever you want. You just keep layering it. And of course, I doctored it up and I added some shit that it didn't call for. And homemade fresh chopped pico de gallo that Doug made that night. And it was yummy. That was 2 nights ago. Was it 2 nights? Yeah, 2 nights ago. It was really good. Last night, Doug made chicken noodles, just chicken noodles. It was nothing big. The boys love it. He loves it. So anyway, he made that, but I didn't want any. What did I have for dinner last night? I don't even know what I ate for dinner. I don't know what the hell I ate for dinner. See, that's where I'm saying we've lost the enthusiasm for meals. I mean, there should be joy. I believe there should be joy in everything that you do to a degree. I mean, we shouldn't just focus and find joy in one thing. That's when we become OCD about that thing and obsessed with that thing. Collecting stuff. You become a hoarder if you find so much joy in that and not in not in anything else. Sex. You find joy just in sex, and I don't know, that's not a bad thing. So take that one out of the equation. That would be awesome if I only found joy in that. Pineapple cake. What? You can't have that for dinner. Too soon for taco pie, so how about beef stroganoff? Oh my God, that's one we haven't had in years. And we have our own recipe. We make it from scratch. I'm going to write that one down. I don't think we've had beef stroganoff in 2 years. Doug calls it beef stroke me off. And it is amazing. We saute the meat and the onions and everything for a really long time on low heat. We use a really good cut of meat because when you're making beef stroganoff, you're not using a lot of meat. So you can actually, even a poor mofo like us, can afford to get a good cut of meat so that it's nice and tender. I think I'm going to air fry chicken and coat with honey butter. Oh, stop. I did that a few weeks ago, and oh my God, was it good. Maybe green beans from the garden on the side. You have a garden? You have fresh veggies? Jesus. Hello, Carrie. How are you? Bean says, I noticed when I was on keto, food tasted better. Erin says, you can pretty much guess what my take on the food situation is. I'm guessing you know now. Well, you're a healthy eater. I know that. Oh, I'm good. Thank you very much, Silver. How are you? Okay, that's their conversation. But yeah, I mean, I'm slowly but surely getting back off the meat. I'm still doing very well on that. Hello, Fancy Face. Good morning to you. What's for dinner? But like, I'm making those enchiladas tonight, and they're, like I say, they're not authentic, but we like them. We like the way that we make them. They're so not healthy. Just not healthy. They're just not. But they're amazing. But we don't have them that often, we just don't. We don't have them very often at all. And I can make them with fake meat or real meat. That's the good thing about those. I'm a garden turned live streamer. Gardener turned, but I still garden. Gotcha. We had red beans and rice last night. Not sure what we're cooking tonight. We had shrimp and rice the other night. Haven't had red beans and rice, but probably 3 times in my life. Eat the meat, skip the fermentable starches. Yeah. Well, yeah, his old videos are him farming. Are they really? You've got videos? I like looking at people's side on the side chat if they have content. I like going and checking out their content. Oh yeah, I got you. I got you. You got about the same amount of subs as me. Cool. I'm there, dude. Let me click that bell. The bell is clicked. You do streams? You do streams. Good for you, Rick. All right. Close that tab. All right, I clicked the bell and everything. Everybody sub each other. This is a good way for us to grow channels with folks we're already conversing with, you know? But that whole taco pie thing, that, like me and the boys, we've been wanting to make pizza tacos, and we wanted to make taco pizza. You know, kids, you know, we were just rambling about, you know, the different shit we could make. I didn't realize beef stroganoff was a Russian dish until a few years ago. Is it? I hadn't even thought of it, but stroganoff, it sounds like a Baryshnikov, or, you know, it sounds like a Russian word. So you're very kind, Corey. I am. Thank you. Yeah, but he's a great live streamer now, so it's funny to see his old days where he was normal. He's abnormal now. That's better. That's good. Morning, Sig. Fondue was fun. We have an amazing fondue set. It's vintage. It's in the RV. It's stored in the RV right now. Like I say, we haven't taken everything out because it's just been too hot, but the weather's breaking. We're going to get all of our shit out so we can store it for the winter. But we have a great fondue set, and we've never used it. And it's like a $60 set, and we got it for, I think, $8 thrifted, and it was still in the box. I think they used it once, maybe. And then I saw a smaller one, and I went through a phase of fondues, and I've never used it, but I bought a smaller one. That's somewhere in the RV, you know, but with it being an RV, it won't be too hard to locate. Thank you for subbing, Sig. Good morning, Jasmine. Let me see. I don't even know if I'm subbed to Sig at all. This coffee. I'm not subbed. I'm subbed now. Okay. I'll click the bell. You don't have any content. I thought you had content. That's odd. I thought you did. I don't know what that conversation's about. I don't watch really anybody on YouTube anymore. I'll pop in and say hi to somebody and maybe hang around for a few, then I'm out. Thank you for the sub. Thank you very much. Let me see what you got here. I'll go to your channel. Do you have videos? You do have videos. I'll sub you, and I'll click the bell. Jasmine. Oh, you're in Florida too. You are in Florida. There are a lot of Floridians in this community, like a bunch. But it makes sense because you see all that Florida man news. Meanwhile, in Florida, crazy bullshit happened in the headlines in Florida that, I don't know what Clancy did. All right, I'm not reading that out loud. That's a conversation thing. I'm in Jacksonville. Yeah, I love Florida. I love Florida. It's worth the humidity. I know there's something about being here that just is medicine to my soul. It really is. Florida, you're in Beans in Florida. Mm-hmm. Clear water here. It's finally started. Was it cool there today too? I walked my grandsons to the bus stop, and it felt so good outside. I mean, it was amazing. And I know it's that time because I've lost 14 pounds. I hear y'all all. Thank you. Thank you. I did it simply by doing one thing. I quit eating fast food. So that works really. I think I've had fast food 3 times in a month, maybe three. I think I've only had it twice. Um, so anyway, with the weight loss, that's a big inspiration for me to get back on board. The weather's starting to change. I can start going for my walks again without having a fucking stroke and falling on my face in the middle of the road. And thank you, Carrie. Thank you. Thank you. I'm still fat. I'm always going to be fat. But my focus is to be healthier. That I'm always going to be heavy, but my focus is just to be healthier and take some of the weight off of my knees because I have a real bad problem with my left leg. And I don't think that I should wait until a doctor has to fix it. I need to take preventative measures now. And that's what I'm trying to do. I am Silver Surfer. I can accept. I don't lie about my age or my weight. I started off, I was 259 a month ago. 259. So I've lost 14 pounds in a month, around about a month, give or take, about a month. So that's huge for me. 14 pounds, and I'm still big. But if I could get to 220, because Doug said, he's always said every time I try to shed weight, he says to me, don't lose too much weight. You're going to look sick if you lose too much weight. Don't get too thin. He does not want me to lose weight. I do not want you to be scrawny. I know you want to lose weight so you can shop and pull clothes off the rack and know they're going to fit and all that. Because, trying to fit an hourglass figure this size is no fun. I hate going to the store. I hate shopping. I hate trying on clothes. It's just frustrating. But I think being healthy is all that matters, not numbers. There you go. That's it. And part of being healthy is to take the weight off for my skeletal issues, my joint pain, Jasmine, I just got tickets to Enchanted Christmas in St. Petersburg. Fluffy people are harder to kidnap. That's what I'm always saying. You're just doing your part for society. Girl, you got to stop. That's funny. What in the hell? I don't know what's going on there. I've always said, I'm big for a reason. I'm making sure no one can kidnap my fat ass. You live in Southeast Texas. So you live in the Garland, the Pearland. What is it? Pearland and Garland, somewhere, not Garland, but Galveston. You live in the Galveston-ish type area. I love that Carrie said that because that's exactly the way I feel. What the hell? I have no idea what's going on. I'll be right back. God, you scared the shit out of me. Dude, I thought somebody come in the house. It's Will. Scared the shit out of me. Yeah, Garland. I didn't mean that. I meant it was the wrong G. Galveston. I love how you got scared and the dog's sitting on the bed like, what's up? You know, I thought about her sitting there so calm. That did dawn on me, and I thought it's probably not anything because she would be up. You know, she'd be up and going in there. But I still wanted to check because that was a lot of racket going on, you know? And I was like, what the hell? Usually the dog is the one barking at him. I know, right? Maybe she's getting familiar with him to the point now that she's like, it's not worth it. If we ever get our kitchen finished, it's taken a while to get this place completely done, but we knew it was going to be a while. You know, we don't want to get a loan to, because if we ever get the kitchen done, we're going to start doing cooking videos. Doug wants to do cooking videos really bad. He loves to cook. He absolutely loves to cook. Let me see. Hello, dear. I'm new to your chat, and I just want to say how much I enjoy listening to you. Thank you, Tina Marie. Thank you for being here. Let me go to your channel. Check out the channel of anybody that you don't do content. No, a lot of folks don't do content. Thank you for the comment and for the watch. Look at Sasha back there. Did y'all see her? She's rolling around being so cute. Sassy. Oh, God, I love her so much. It's like a large and a small of the same. They're so funny together, too. Sasha's she might weigh 4.5 pounds, maybe. And Jewel is more like 70 or 60. And they play together so well. They play really well together. I can't wait for Pop Pop's cooking videos. Pop. And you know Aaron and Jack will be there helping him. But we're putting up, this has been really important to Doug. We're putting up, oh, she's so cute. I love seeing happy animals. They just make me feel good. It warms my heart. We're putting up the pot rack above the island. And he's going to put areas on the pot rack for camera mounts. So he can clamp the camera up there or just put a camera up there and feed it off of a computer that'll be sitting to the side or sitting up on the rack. So that it's all out of the way, easy peasy, you know. San Antonio, 268 miles from you. Doug wants to make sure that there's at least 2 spots above for camera, and wherever we put the counters, he wants to have at least 1 spot on the counter area for when he's doing the prepping. But most of it will be done on the island, and he'll have overhead as well as, well, we're thinking of using one of those bendy arms, and you clamp it on and you can just change the angle of the camera however you want it. But well, then troll away. Do what you need to do, Carlos. Lady fell. I belch because I'm a human. I have arm hair because I'm a mammal. Don't be so sure, Carrie. He's a troller. That's what he does. You're usually in Mallory's chat. Yeah, Mallory's very entertaining. There's a place called the Enchanted Forest in Oregon. Used to pass by it all the time. Many moons ago. What are we supposed to do about arm hair, really? Some people shave their friggin' arms. And I'm like, are you insane? Do you have any idea how hairy, gorilla hairy your arms are going to be when you're older? What are you doing? I ain't shaving my damn arms. And when I was younger, I had really thick hair on my arms. I was a luxuriously furry child. And I just was, with menopause, all the fur starts thinning out. But anyway, it started thinning out anyway. Like I could hold my arm up and you could see that it was, I'm blonde, so it was blonde, but it bothered me. But I never shaved. I never shaved my arm. It just was so weird. It's genetic, it's just genetic. Mm. I almost went there, but never made it, Bean Sprout said. Casey says, they have a witch hat there, and it always scared the shit out of me. And when I was a kid, but it's asterisked because he's using talk to text. And he has his filter on. And he's probably on an Android. Carrie says, yeah, my arm hair is brown, but I'm lazy, so I'm conflicted. You stupid. Oh. Yeah, it's kind of depressing. It doesn't bother me now. I was very insecure, most girls are when they're coming of age and going through the phases and the changes. It's. I always felt like I was the only one that felt that way. What? Come here. Okay, get up on the bed. She's trying to get up on the bed. You want to get up on the bed? Hmm? Don't start it. Arm hair waxing. Can we call that the American? LOL. Maybe. Hello, Goldie. Honestly, I don't really have any razors. I'm not interested in shaving. Like, nobody's looking, and Doug doesn't care. So, like, my leg hairs, I can probably braid them. No, it's not that bad. But I'm not overly occupied with looking smooth, and I'm at a phase in my life where you are who you are here. None of this shit matters. Good hygiene, keep yourself clean, keep your home clean, take care of your own. Don't be a drug addict. Don't be a drunk. Do you. And none of this is all a cultural thing. This is a cultural thing. The shaving, the waxing, this is cultural shit. And I'm just not interested. I'm not doing any beauty pageants this week, so I don't really care. I'm not interested in shaving. It's just not something that's on the top of my agenda. My agenda is laundry, folding it, put it on hangers, putting it away, getting the kids' outfits ready the beginning of the week for each day, pairing up their socks so I'm not running around here first thing in the morning like a batshit insane chick. Basically, I'm in freaking mom mode. I don't have time to care about the vanity issues, and I don't care. I tried to care. I just don't have a care left. There are so many dams I just don't give. But in the San Francisco Bay Area, we had Children's Fairyland in Oakland and Great America in the South Bay. That's what Aaron says. Casey says he stopped listening to what Corey had to say as we watched a little dog burrow under the pillows. Is she under my pillows? She always gets in the blanket with me. And Doug gets so mad. He's like, get the dog off me. I'm like, don't you, because he'll start kicking like a child. Son of a bitch. Damn it. Holy crap. Will, I have an idea. We can just ride out there tomorrow at noon if you want. This is his day off from his regular job, and he works his other job. I think you pooped a little, but when the dog barked, I'm used to it now, but it's still, I mean, I'm familiar with it, but it still makes me jump. When she just barks out like that, hound dog style. What are you chewing on? What do you got, Mommy? She's chewing up an empty box. It's empty. Jesus.
That's fucking cold.
What is... Oh.
Hey, a fucking horse.
Because trolls are trolls. That's why. Okay? People have a lot of stuff to say about me on here, but here's the thing. They see the same videos you guys see. So why are they saying stuff when y'all don't even see it? Think about it.
She tell you I scared the shit out of her.
What are you talking about?
Oh my god, I thought somebody was in the house doing laundry.
Oh yeah, they already knew. Doing laundry? I didn't say that. I just said I thought somebody came in.
That might as well have been what you said.
Why?
Because I was pulling clothes out the dryer.
I thought you came from the front door. I didn't even know you were at the laundry area. I thought you come in the door. I didn't know. I just saw you going down the hall. But anyway, let's see.
Weirdo.
People say what they want to say. They don't see what they want to see. I see what you're saying. Yeah, they believe what they want to believe. But, people have all this stuff to say about me, but the videos are still here. Do y'all see what they're saying? Do y'all see it? I don't see it.
Do you have the number right there?
What are you talking about?
For the appointment?
I don't have a clue what the place is even called. I know where it's at. That's why I said we can just run out there at noon. I'm gonna keep Jack home tomorrow. And when Aaron comes in, he's just gonna have to come in and just come. I'm gonna tell him just to come in and shut the door. And then again, I might get that girl to let him go over there until we get back.
Whatever his name is.
Who?
The other guy. That always Bug.
Oh, Ted. Bug. That's Jack's best friend. That's Jack's best friend.
Look what they give me. I got calculated.
Anyway.
Candy and lollipops.
All right, let me read my side chat here. You're distracting me. Troy, good morning to ya. Cece, hello, my love. Good morning, Corey, and the greatest collection of chatters in YouTube history. Hope you all enjoy this fine day. Is it a fine day in Canada, my dear? It is definitely a fine day in Jacksonville, Florida. It is beautiful outside. I could find things to criticize if I wanted to. Like if I hated you, I would see bad things because I would already believe, yes, I would already believe you're a bad person. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Exactly. You would say, look at the dog over there chewing up cardboard. He could get sick doing that. I mean, yeah, you could see things, and my mind doesn't work that way. I only see what's obvious and what actually matters. I don't need filler in my life to create more. I don't live to hate, okay? I see what I see, and it's what others can see, which is why I'm the receipt holder. Because I only speak on what I can prove. But what matters, what matters. But if I believe you're a good person, then I see good things. So it's actually about us. When we criticize, to be honest, it reveals how we see the world. And I've said that. God, you get out of my head already, woman. Seriously. Panama City Beach is gorgeous. Sugar sand. Is that where you're at? Hello, Robbie. Good morning, Bean Sprout. Hey, you came up. Mad respect for that beautiful lady. Thank you. Who wouldn't came up? It's YouTube, not you radio. Not you podcast, it's YouTube. All of you should cam up. I mean, none of us are Phantom of the Opera. We're just people. Some of us have facial scars from bad acne. Some of us have stretch marks. Some of us have gray hair. Some of us have bad haircuts that we regret, or haircuts we need and we just won't get. That would be me. Well, that's not my gig, Goldie. Just, whatever. I have no idea how to cam up. Likely excuse. Being it's people they don't even know, like they're not on the same street. I can see fighting like this if everything just went on me. Literal neighbors, but across the country. That's so weird. It is. No, I'm in Clearwater. Oh, that's right. You said you were in Clearwater. Ignore me. I love to visit Panama City Beach. I've never been. I have facial scars from a moose. You do. See, CC's an example. He cams up. I don't blame people who don't want to be on camera because they could have security issues. Yeah. Or have been threatened in the past. Right. I mean, there are reasons why some people don't cam up. But if you're going to put your image out there anyway, then you're not protecting yourself for security issues. Your face is out there. I don't know how to do anything on the computer. Bullshit, Troy. Yeah, a moose. CC and a moose got into a fight. Actually, a 70-year-old grossero? What is that word? Why do you do that to me? Named Wally in Hemet. But don't want anybody to know. Aaron says that. Casey said, I'm subscribing to CC to get that story. He's told that story a couple of times on my hangouts in the past. Yes, Carrie, I took a moose in the face at 45 miles per hour. My back is itching. I seen Mallory in a stream house. Yeah, she was in a stream house. How can you fight a moose? I met Rory, Vegas Vixen, and her husband and her 2 sons, and D-Dubs. Me and Doug and the boys met them, and we had dinner at a seafood restaurant when they were on their way to the stream house. That was from a VP video with the Jimmy Pants puppet. Oh. What's horrible? What happened? Probably good. Okay, I don't know what was horrible. I see peeps all the time with the 100 videos they are in, but won't turn the cam on in a live. What's the difference? Yeah. I mean, you'll I agree. Once in a while, you'll see me do a stream and I won't be on the camera the whole time. And a few months ago, I had a problem with I don't know if it was a Google issue, a Chrome issue. I don't know, but I couldn't get my camera to be acknowledged. I tried everything. I dumped my computer. I restored it to factory new, and I couldn't get my camera to work. So there are a couple of streams that I've had where I wasn't on cam, but I just because I couldn't, I couldn't be on cam, and I hate that. I'm a stickler. I'm like, get your ass on cam. I didn't come here to talk to a photograph. If I've got people on panel, I'm like, stop bitching out and turn your camera on. I want to see who I'm talking to, It's hard to get a feel for what people say if you can't look into their eyes, even if it's just through pixels and virtual, you're looking at them. And if I can't look into someone's eyes and I really don't know them, I don't think there's going to be a connection there for me, You read someone through their eyes really well, and if you can't see their eyes, then there's a reason for that. I just don't like it. It's pouring here, Corey. Is it? I wish it would do that here. I would sleep so good. I'd be off of here and I'd be sleeping. Will said no. He's got to do his job today. I see peeps all the time with, oh, already read that. CC story, yeah. Some weirdo crap with Chrome. Don't know. Yeah, remember that, Troy, when I couldn't get my cam to work? And you even tried to fix it. Troy did the remote access, and he couldn't fix it. Clancy says, 90% of the time I am on camera. There are a few videos on my channel where I'm not, simply because I'm showing stuff because I filmed from my phone. Are you on there? I didn't see you come on there. Where are you at, Will? Oh, you're not. They're just saying hi to you. Okay. Carrie said hi. Goldie says sometimes, though, she said hi to you.
Hey.
Goldie says sometimes, though, it's easier to get the depth of a message when not on cam.
Who said hi?
I guess it's a matter of choice, you know. Carrie.
Hey.
What time do you got to be to work?
About to leave right now.
What time you got to be there? Dad, you a last minute fool with this job. Look at that.
Just 5 minutes up the road.
Yeah, I know. It is only 5 minutes away. Also ditched Windows like 5 years ago. I'm not using that Linux or whatever you want to call it. I'm not doing it. I haven't had anything with Windows on it for ages. Go away.
Y'all people have fun.
Yeah, we're having a blast. Go away. Be careful. Don't speed. Watch for other dumbasses on the road that don't know how to drive, William. Don't call me. Tell me you wrecked. His outfit looks cute. His outfit looks comfy. He has that big pocket in the front to keep all his bullshit. His vape juice, extra coil, batteries, blah, 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 blah. His phone, his charger. He came home with that on. Well, he hadn't moved in yet. He had come over with that on and was like, do you like my new hoodie? They were on markdown. And I went, you didn't get me one? He went, no. I said, well, then how are we going to twinsy when we go out? I was not happy. You want to jump up there? Come here, I'll throw you up on the bed. She's trying to jump from that chair to the bed. She's too short. Look, see her over there? Nope. There you go, Mommy. Jump! Come here. God. She's tearing up everything. Freaking trouble. He needs a man bag. No, he doesn't. Good God, don't encourage that. He'll have one. It's all good, Troy. She's so tiny. She's itty bitty. Look at her. She's laying there all timid and sweet. You are, Sauce. You're a pretty girl. Look at my baby. Isn't a man bag just a duffel bag? I guess, or like a messenger bag type thing that you would wear over your shoulder, you know? He don't need that shit. God, don't encourage it. He's got enough stuff. I'm going to con him into selling some of his stuff. He's got so much stuff. He's drowning in things. Damn it. Really? Hold on. I have to reload this tab. Something's not right. Play. Thank you. I'm going to plant ideas now. Of course you will, Carrie, because you're a gem. Ding. I miss fanny packs. I have a, what do you call it? The bag that you wear. Is it a cross bag? I don't know. That's lady term shit. Just, it's a bag that I take. It's small, just what I need to carry. A brush, a comb. I carry my comb because this is bad for my hair, but I use it if I blow dry it, which is not very often. But I carry a comb. I carry like my wallet, unless I'm wearing jeans. I just used my chain one. But if I'm not wearing my jeans, I just put it in the bag. Just the bag carries my basic shit, some Band-Aids, different shit for the boys, wet naps, that kind of thing. If we go to the zoo, I just carry that little bag. So I don't have to worry about setting it down or whatever. I just wear it. So I specialize in subliminal messages. Everyone's missing fanny packs. Let's see. They do still sell them. I see them sometimes. I just don't touch them because I don't want a fanny pack. Whenever we would go to Busch Gardens, I'd have one, which was the most convenient thing. It really was. Going on those rides and everything, I have a Mickey Mouse wallet. That's it. You go, Bean. I can believe that. We need to restart, fad, decorate, customize them. I might have to do a fanny pack stream. Oh, got my new phone. Finally, no more swelling batteries. Good deal. First aid kit, etc., like duct tape and paintball gun. Yes, Buck, exactly. You nailed it. Troy, sounds like it's time to get another Goldie. Yes. Personalize it. Put on the fanny pack. Goldie Con. Yeah. We'll personalize it. Get Carrie's and we'll write Carrie and little bejeweled things. Yeah, we'll do that. No, I just got this thing. I'm not going to get anything done today. This is becoming very clear to me. It don't matter. It wasn't a lot to get done. Sweep, mop, wipe down the bathroom area. I can do a load of clothes tonight after everyone gets their baths, so I can wash a complete load. Fanny pack gang. No, you all need a chain wallet like me. It works as good as mace. Nobody messes with a woman with a chain wallet. Yes, that was the sequence thing, the bedazzler. That stupid commercial, and the kids like, and they got their hair up in a ponytail on the side. I bedazzled. Let me find something. I bedazzled my coffee. Bedazzle your fan. Stupid. When I was born, it was a mall store? Really? Well, being when I was born in the 70s, so my conscious memory doesn't start till the 80s, maybe. Yeah, the Bedazzler was out in the 80s and the 90s, yeah. Hello, Rory. Good morning. Hey, bitch, how's Doug's coin purse? What? Coin purse? I don't know. Not aware that he has one. Troy says people may make fun of a fanny pack till they smell the kush. Then they'd be like, oh, sorry, you're a dealer. Troy! I was born in the 90s, Clancy said. So were all of my children. My first child was born in 90, and then my son was born in 93. And then my last child, my daughter, was born in 95. Maybe I should bedazzle the buckskin thong. Yes, you must do it, Cece. But first you have to shave the thong, because something tells me that thing's probably fluffy. All the malls in California had a bedazzled store back in the day. See, that was a Cali thing, because I never saw that in any mall. Cece, that could be painful. No, mommy, don't. Oh. I was born in 94. Oh, yeah, so you're right there between my son and my daughter. Yeah. Do you remember the unit stores? Unit, is that one of them deals where you could was that storage? Was that storage stuff? Like you could build your storage shit? I remember something about that, but we didn't have those, but it's like I remember hearing about them. You know, the coin purse attached to that chain, LOL. I'm 84, speaking of which. Anyone see the new American Horror Story? No, I have not. It's already started? That's another show I really liked. Are you in California? I'm from there. Yes, he is. An entire national clothing chain, Carrie said. Casey says, Clancy, you're just a pup. Goldie says, Colt. Carrie says, no, it was basic clothing. Rory said, last night. Yeah, I didn't see it. Because I don't have TV, thankfully, because I don't freaking want TV, I miss when things are announced that they're coming back. I have to watch my social activity for clues or like a little advertisement before a video or something like that. That's how I usually find out that a good show is starting up again. I think it replays next week. Aaron says, I'm a California native, for better or worse. I'm going to miss you when the state slides off the map. I'm going to miss you so much. Buck says, I remember when we got an Amana radar range. Oh my God. Do you know those things are still out, them old ones, and they still work? And the RCA console TV. Oh, yes, right on the floor, and you could lay all your pillows, was the main piece of furniture in the family room. TVs were a piece of furniture. Yes, they were, with the wood case. And of course, as the industry began to change to bring the price down, they quit using wood and they started using fake wood. But yes, everyone had the console TV. I can literally close my eyes and picture ours. It was beautiful. That and the console stereos where you put that top up, the speakers were down at the bottom, and you had your record storage area, you had your turntable, you had your radio. Some of them had an 8-track player. Yes. Yes. I liked the Hotel and Freak Show one better so far. You know, my grandmother had a really cool stereo. It looked like a spaceship. It was white, and it was retro, very retro, and it had a lid. Her record player stereo. I almost, I can't find it on here. Hold on a second. I'm trying to. Where is? I'm going to find that record player. I'm going to show you guys. That only happens in the movies. Only little bits of the coastal cliffs end up in the ocean. The earthquakes actually increase the land mass. Oh yeah, because everything's being pushed, like shifting, and as it shifts, it's not just shifting apart; it's shifting together as well. Let's see. Retro. And it was on a stand, this one that my grandmother had. It was on a stand. It was really big. I don't know whatever happened to it when she passed away. I don't know. I'm gonna. But I do want to show you guys now that I'm thinking about it. I found it online once before, but it's been a while. It was like an egg shape. It was big. It was like a capsule shape. And nobody was allowed to touch it. Couldn't touch Meemaw's stereo. I can't find it now. It's making me mad. I wanted to show you guys. Oh well. Well, shit. Pink appliances. Yeah, that was 50s all the way. I remember one of my other uncles had one of those big 70s sets that he got while he was in the Navy in Vietnam, and it sat in his living room for years. I don't ever remember him turning it on. My dad was into the stereos back in the day when Radio Shack, Realistic, the Realistic brand, and you had a component. You had your receiver, you had your tape player, you had you had your turntable on the top, and they were all in a case, and it had a glass door to keep the dust off of it, and it had two giant speakers, and they were water cooled, liquid cooled, and the whole deal. He still has it. He still has that whole set right now, as far as I know. He does, and he's had it forever, and it sounds amazing. I mean, just amazing. And Doug's still into that. He wants to get the whole stereo component thing. I'm like, dude, welcome to 2019. You need to quit. So we realized we got to take baby steps with Doug. So now we're welcoming him to 1998. And then we're going to slowly move up every couple of days. And a couple more years will be added until we finally get him into today. So he realizes that he's friggin' old. And he needs to stop. He needs to stop. This is a small home. I miss the funky design of old school stereos that looked spacey. Yeah. Mucho, yeah. We only got ABC, NBC, and the local PBS college station. Your dog is eating one of your socks. You got a sock? No, it's a piece of cardboard. She likes to shred it. She just sits there, and just to keep herself occupied, she'll just shred the cardboard, which is way better than shredding up my baby's stuffed animals, because that was a problem for a while. She just wants to shred cardboard. I don't know. It's her thing. But, yeah. See, there's something on my stream for everybody. If you don't want to look at me or hear what I've got to say, there's usually something happening in the background. But y'all keep me up to speed, because I end up missing it. God, if my nose doesn't stop itching, I'm going to cut that fucker off. I can't. I'm getting my moisturizer. It's driving me crazy. I'm just going to load it up. I'm over this. It's just like because I'm not wearing any makeup. So it's not makeup doing it. It's dry skin, I'm thinking. It's got to be. Because I'm not wearing makeup. I mean, I'm used to it happening if I'm wearing like liquid foundation or powder. But this is driving me crazy. One size fits all. What are you talking about? What you saying? Orange Julius. One of the very first gay people, actually he's the first gay person I ever met, was the manager of the Orange Julius at Tower Mall in Portsmouth, Virginia. His name was Jeff. And he was friends with him, and my mom were good friends. And I thought he was so cool. I don't know. He just had this, well, now I know it's sass. I didn't know what to call it back then. But he was so sassy. I mean, he was sassy. Hello, Mr. Grinch. And he was cute. I remember he was really good looking. I was a kid, but I remember very well. And I asked my mom, why is he talking like that? And I remember asking why was, and she was like, oh, he's gay. I was like, oh. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I thought gay was where you like person of the same sex. What does that got to do with that? So, I mean, it was a learning curve. I was like 11. I didn't know. I didn't know. But it was never, I mean, my mom and dad had gay friends. They had, one of her very dearest friends was a black chick that lived a few streets down from us, and she was super nice. And whenever we went over there, I got a taste of the culture over there because her house was very culturally correct for the times for a black family. Walk in and the incense were burning, and it was just everything was culturally there for that time frame. And I was very young, but I remember it very well. What was her name? Inez. I think her name was Inez. I was not a sheltered child. I never was. If life offered it, I got to see it. And I'm very grateful for that. Sheltered kids turn out to be internet trolls. And butt hurt. They get butt hurt very easily. They're very thin skinned. The only thing about the 80s I don't miss are the day glow clothes. Oh my God. The drugs and music were so much better. The concerts of the 80s were amazing. 80s concerts were so fun. When I got with my friends and we all got dressed up like we were in a rock video and went to a concert. Oh my God, it was so fun. The spandex, the t-shirts, the leather, the boots, the bustier bra with no dang on titties. Because I was the leader of the itty bitty titty committee when I was a teenager. Yeah. Other than that, just working. Let me see. Congrats about what? What? Oh, got a grandbaby on the way. Oh, congratulations. They're awesome. Congratulations, big time. Is this your first? Because they're like gray hairs. Grandbabies are like gray hairs. Once you get one, they don't quit. They just keep coming. It's great. The crimped, I had a hair crimper. Hey, don't hate. And the day glow clothes, oh my God. Enjoy. The first is always amazing. Like you can't get enough of looking at that little face and seeing yourself or your spouse or your child in that grandbaby. It's just like Aaron, my oldest grandson, he'll be 10 in January and he looks so much like me. It's insane. But those day glow clothes, Jasmine says, yay, grandbabies are the best. Mine turns one on the first. Oh God, the first birthday. It's so special. It's not just special for the baby, it's special for the grandmother too. Back to the day glow. I was a Madonna wannabe. Fishnet clothes, mini skirts, fishnet pantyhose. My attempt at heels, I wasn't good at that, so I did the boots a lot of times. And then all the bracelets. Do y'all remember the jellies before the kids of the day wore them? We wore them. And the bangles, like every possible piece of jewelry you owned, it was appropriate to wear all of it at once. 7 necklaces, didn't matter. It was appropriate to wear it all. And then when you took them off, they were tangled at the end of the day and you had to carefully undo them. And because you could wear so much, you bought it cheap. You went to Claire's and you bought with it. And that was when Claire's wasn't very cheap. It was affordable, but the quality wasn't what it is now. The quality now from Claire's is just shit. But when I was a kid, it was fairly good. And Loved, loved Madonna. Absolutely. Uh, Janet Jackson, Madonna. Those were my biatches. Madonna taught us how to dress for the times as a young girl, and Janet taught us how to dance. So, jelly shoes, you mean saunas for your feet? You would slip and fall on your own shoe when your feet started sweating. It's terrible. And they gave you such bad calluses. Oh my God. And the blisters. They were terrible. But everybody had to have jellies. And those stupid slip on flats, the slides, they were just flats. There was nothing special. They looked like little fairy shoes. Just slip them on. I had 6 pairs, colors galore. But then my main shoe was the Chuck Taylor high tops. I wore them with everything. I wore them at my sister's wedding, and I was the person who was at the door when people came in. I greeted them. I was in a gown, but under that gown, I had on my heels, and then I slipped them off. And when my duties were done with that, I slipped on my Chuck Taylors for the rest of the wedding. I kicked my heels off out the front door onto the lawn of the church. I don't even know what happened to those shoes. They may still be there. I don't know. But I was 15 when she got married. I think 15, and I was a rebel without a pause. Let me see. I'm missing stuff because I'm yapping. Saw Madonna in Oakland, the Blonde Ambition tour. I hate you, Bean. Oh my God, I've never gotten to see her. Kids were popular in my school. Yeah, kids were popular, but not with the kind of group I hung with. I remember wearing Kappa shoes in the 80s. I don't know what that is. Do y'all remember Gas shoes? Now, when I was a little kid, that was more shit. Stirrup pants. Stirrup pants. Stirrup pants were life. Now, you had to have the body for stirrup pants. You couldn't not just anybody could wear stirrups, you know? Freaking loved stirrup pants. I had so many stirrup pants. I got dragged to a Rick Springfield concert with them, but I managed to avoid the Madonna and Menudo ones. What do you mean avoid Madonna? Are you insane? My sisters went to see that concert in Oakland too, Bean. The other day at Best Buy for $76, I saw they had the entire series of MASH for sale. Look, dude, go to the pawn shops. Pawn shops almost give DVDs away. I'm not even kidding you, because they're not getting a big turnover on them. So they sell them for like $1 each. A set would probably cost you 10. So, and adult stuff like that is usually well taken care of. It's not scratched up and everything. So that's where I get all mine. We go to the pawns and we'll stand there for an hour just going through to see if there's anything new we didn't see the week before. I had those Jasmine. Okay, the other day at Best Buy, I already saw that one. Yeah, it was the popular kids. We were 20 years behind the rest of America. Hold on, what's wrong with you? What is wrong? All that crying. Stirrup pants need leg warmers. Stop, y'all are being so nostalgic. This is great. Oh yeah, pawn shops have great DVD sales. Yeah, super cheap. The Blu-rays where we go, which is Value Pawn, they're $3. But since we buy so many, if I walk up with a stack of DVDs and a stack of Blu-rays, I'll be like, can't you cut me a deal? This is a lot. And I come here all the time. And I'll usually get like $40 worth for $25. I mean, they really cut me deals because we buy quite a bit from them. I don't buy brand new. Now, if we go to the Walmart and they've got the big bin for $3.88, pick what you want, and I'll let the boys pick one or two, you know. Because the pawn shops don't always have what they want. For kids, they have some kid stuff, but for the most part, they have adult stuff. I just ordered the Flintstone series. Of course you did, you giant toddler. We could hear the concerts at the Concord Pavilion from our backyard. I watched from the Lecky Street Bridge in Portsmouth, Virginia, I watched and listened to Kiss. God, that must have been 1979 or 1980. They were performing at the. See, now this place is gone now. They tore it down to build the new school. It was a stadium in Shea Terrace, and my mom's friend lived on Lecky Street. And we went to the Lecky Street Bridge, which they had closed. They had closed it down for work to do repairs. They never did reopen it. It's still closed now. And we listened to Kiss live. My sister was there. That's why we went to my mom's friends to hang out until it was over so we could go pick her up. My sisters were both at the show, and we just hung out there, and I could hear it. It was really loud. I was a kid, I didn't understand that I was listening to Kiss. I didn't know who Kiss was, but of course, now we know the iconic value. I absolutely love going to pawn shops. I collect watches. The only reason we were even in there was as we were talking business about our new refrigerator, and I just happened to see it. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, I love this show. I haven't watched MASH in a long time. I'm going to have to do a stream one day where I just show you guys my collection. I got to get them in order first. The kids have kind of jumbled them, Buck says Sunday nights and the wide world of Disney TV shows. I used to, you know what? I got to go take this dog out to go pee. I just know I do. So I'm going to be right back, you guys. Your stepdad's from Hampton. Yeah, because I'm from Hampton Roads, Virginia. I'm from Portsmouth. I'll be right back. Come on, Mommy. I'm going to go refill my coffee. Okay, I'm back. All right, I got to get caught up on all this chat now. Damn it. Oops, sorry for caps. And Cyndi Lauper a few times. Oh, I remember Cyndi Lauper. My first concert was Kenny Rogers in the Round. Oh, God. Kenny Rogers. His concert was Rat, Crocus, and Kicks. I hadn't even thought about Crocus and Kicks in forever. I saw Winona a few times. Beansprout said, Clancy said, I should say his family he grew up here in Texas. Oh, okay. Aaron says, by the late 80s, I spent most Friday and Saturday nights at Gilman Street in Berkeley, unless there was something better in San Francisco or downtown at Shoreline. Bean says they have concerts here at Epcot during the Wine and Food Festival, mostly 80s bands. That's awesome. Beansprout says Tiffany was just here. No, not the mall queen, Tiffany. Her and Debbie. Why can't I remember her last name? I can't remember her last name. What's her name? Help me, y'all. Gibson. Thank you, Bean. Debbie Gibson. Yes, her and Debbie Gibson. And Tiffany was just like a generic. I don't know why Tiffany always seemed like a hoe to me. I don't know why. I do not know why. She just always seemed like a secondhand hoe. I just couldn't get into it. Debbie Gibson was the one that just seemed like legit, genuine talent to me. And I know some people were like, I'm Team Tiffany. Oh, I'm Team. They didn't call it team then, but they were like, I'm all about Tiffany. I'm all about, it was just ridiculous. I wasn't that into either one, but Tiffany, I just didn't like. My first concert was Luther Vandross. And I was very underdressed. It was a black show, and I did not know that they dressed to the nines. Tuxedos or really crisp tight suits, and the women were wearing gowns like they were going to prom or the ball or some kind of a cotillion. And I walk in with my sister's best friend. She's the one who took me. I'll walk in with a pair of jeans, some Chuck Taylors, and a Hooters shirt, not the restaurant, but the band, Hooters. And me and her looked at each other and were like, oh, I was 15 or 16 at the time. I think I was 15. And she said, I think we might be underdressed. I was like, maybe. But Shane with Eddie Money, rip dude. Oh, same. See, I can't even see. Huey Lewis and the News were a Bay Area band. Belinda Carlisle. I can't see. Damn it. I need to get some better glasses because I hate these funky things. My BFF cousin is Johnny. Johnny who? I don't know that name. Okay. I'd still go see them if they toured again. Jefferson Starship, never saw them. Was the first concert I really remember. Seems like maybe Boz Scaggs. Oh, I love Boz Scaggs so much. And some other bands were on the bill too. My next concert was, I did go see Tommy James and the Rondells, but they were like an hour late getting on the stage. And then they came out and said that he was sick and that the show was not going to happen. So we left. And nobody got their money back, which sucked. I went with my mom and dad's friend and his wife to see them. They live in Altoona, Pennsylvania, but they lived in Virginia at the time. The sax player on Huey Lewis, Corey. Oh, okay. And then after Luther, which, by the way, was an amazing concert. I mean, amazing. And he had lost a bunch of weight at that point. And he said, after he did his opening song, he said, hope everybody's enjoying the show. And they were like, yeah. And He says, because if you don't, there's a peach pie back there waiting on me in my room. And we were like, no, no, don't eat it. You're doing fantastic. But the Isley brothers, well, Isley, Jasper, and Isley opened for him. They were amazing. I had heard their songs before, but I wasn't there to see them. I was there to see him. And the quality, they sounded like they do on the albums. Amazing. The talent was just amazing. And you just get into your feels when you're there listening to that music. I love that R&B so much. And then the next one was Bon Jovi. My sister's best friend took me to that one as well. And my sister Amy was there with her husband. They were up in the seats. We were on the floor. We were up towards the front. And that was a good show. I saw AC/DC in '89 at the Hampton Coliseum, I believe is where that show was at. It might have been the Scope. I don't really remember. I saw Poison at the Scope, the Norfolk Scope. I saw Poison. I was going with all my friends. And let me see. I didn't actually like the Dead's music back then. I just went for the parking lot scene. Now I can actually enjoy the music. Jewel, don't you fluff my bed. Don't you do it. Mine was George Strait at the Houston Rodeo. Well, it's Texas. Of course it was a country singer. What was I saying? Going to see Poison. Me and my friends and my friend Pat, he has passed away, but my friend Pat and like these guys that I hung out with all the time, Billy and Mike, these brothers, Billy and Mike, and then the Jeffers boys and my friend Cheryl, and we were all going to. I had very few female friends. I just didn't hang with chicks. I just didn't. But Cheryl, me and Cheryl were tight, and we're still friends. And we were going to the show, so we go by to pick up Billy and Mike. And when I come out of the house with Billy and Mike, my friend Pat's car is broke down. It will not start. And we're like, what are you doing with the hood up? He was like, car won't start. It just died and it won't start. We were like, no. We have spent a fortune on tickets. No. Because not all of our friends had jobs. And so I bought my ticket and the tickets for two more in the group. Pat bought his, and he bought the tickets for 2 or 3 more in the group so we could all go. And then the rest of them bought their own. So we had a large group in this car, and car wouldn't start. And we were just out of options. We were like, we don't know what to do. And I was like, I've got this. Just let me go inside and use the phone. And I called my mom. And I knew that they had already wound down for the night and they weren't doing anything. And I said, Mom, Pat's car broke down. And she went, well, what are y'all going to do? I went, I don't know. We don't have a way to get there. And we have a lot of money sunk into this show. We've been waiting for months. She goes, I know you have. And she says, hold on. And I heard my dad in the background and I heard her mumble something to him. And then she put him on the phone. She was like, talk to your dad. And I said, Daddy, we don't have a way to get to the show. And he said, well, where is it? Is it in Hampton? I said, no, it's at the Scope. And he went, all right, where are y'all at? Where y'all broke down? I said, we ain't got to move the car. We're over at Billy's. We're good. We can leave the car here. And my parents came and loaded all of those people up in their car. And I sat in Mike's lap in the front. It was my dad, my mom, and me sitting on Mike's lap. And then in the back, we had like 6 or 7 more people. It was ridiculous. And they dropped us off. And then they said they'd be back when the show was over. And it was really awesome. All my friends were like, your parents are so freaking cool. Oh, my God. They took us to the concert. I was like, yeah. No, there was no Uber then. But the show was a blast, and AC/DC was fun. I didn't have a large group for that one. It was just me and my cousin, who was a headbanger hardcore, and his friend. And we went by, my mom and dad and me. We went by, picked him up, and it was funny. I got out of the car, and I was, of course, dressed to the hilt like I was in a rock star situation. And my cousin went knocking me out with those American thighs, and I was like, that is sick. You're my cousin. Stop doing that. Get in the car. And We went to that show. My parents took us and dropped us off and picked us back up. And that one was, it must have been at the Scope. I think it was at the Scope. But that was the one where the rocket came out from the stage, and Angus Young came out of it. It like flew open, and Angus Young came out going crazy. And there was a platform up high, and he was on his back playing, and all I could think was he's going to fall off of there. Everyone else was going, yeah, whoa, and I was just worried. I'm over there being the adult in the group going, he's going to fall. He's going to fall. But I had the worst migraine of my life that night and spent a great deal of that show in the hallway trying to not die. It was terrible. I didn't actually like the Dead. I already read that. Mine was George Strait. I read that one. Yes, George. She's on my side of the bed again. Another time I saw a free show Cody Johnson had at the Crosby Fair. I don't know who that is. Cody Johnson. All that sweet. Reminds me of the time I went camping with 4 people in my tiny Honda Civic. One of my friends had their feet hanging out the window. Whenever we want to hang out, me and all my friends would hang out, and Pat had this giant car. It looked like a hearse. It did. And it wasn't black. It was beat up. But it was a station wagon, and there really weren't no seatbelt laws and stuff yet. And one night, we were supposed to just wind it down after going to shoot pool and, doing a little smoke. And then we were just going to go home, and we decided we didn't want to go home. So we ended up in Suffolk. I'm thinking it was Suffolk somewhere, maybe further out than Suffolk. I'm not sure. And we pulled up to this lake, and there was nothing around. We went down this long path, and there was this lake, so we stopped there, and we were just going to hang out for a bit and listen to the radio, and we ended up staying the whole night. And one of the guys in the group, he was a lot older, but he was laying on the hood of the car, and he was like, he had a thing for me, and I didn't know it at the time. It's freezing. Give me a blanket. And they were like, no, we need the blankets back here. It's cold in the car. And they're all crashed in the back of the car. There's like a ton of people in the car. And it was too crowded. And then like somebody farted or something. And I was like, y'all are nasty. I'm out. So I got out and I snatched one of their blankets. I was like, y'all got body heat to keep warm. It's cold out here. So I climbed up on the hood because the hood was still warm. And my buddy was laying up there. And we shared the blanket and we talked for 3 hours, and then I eventually just dozed off. And when I woke up, we were spooning, and I was like, get off me. It's weird. You're my friend. But I had some good times once I hit my teens. I had some really good times hanging out with my friends and waking up spooning with a hot dude that everybody thought looked like John Bon Jovi. He had John Bon Jovi hair, like hardcore, like big. And if you touched his hair, he would freak. Don't touch my hair. I'm like, dude, you're 25. Get over it. Good times. My shit just froze. Let's see. He's an East Texas country singer, Corey. Oh, okay. Gotcha, Clancy. I remember hanging out at the bowling alley with all my friends and shooting pool. Just not getting in any trouble, just having fun. Just good times, I would walk to the mall, and I'd meet up with Billy and Mike at the mall, and then they would get the keys from their mom. She worked at the mall. They'd get her car keys. Nobody was licensed to drive, but she let them take the car anyway. And then we would drive to the bowling alley, which was right up the road, and we'd do that thing for a while, and then we'd go back to the mall in time for her to get off work. But sometimes, she wouldn't be working, or she wouldn't let them use the car. And we would just I walked every damn where. I was the walkingest. There's no wonder I was so fit back then. I walked everywhere. There was no distance that would stop me from going somewhere. There just wasn't. They don't play a lot of the local country singers on the radio stations around here because it's not popular enough. Yeah, I can see that. The weed fairly, though the weed fairy made a drop off. Oh, enjoy. I'd be so glad when they legalize it here. I mean, I will never smoke like some of the folks that I know. They smoke weed like some people smoke cigarettes. I was that way as a teen for a while, but I'll never be like that. But just to have an occasional, relaxation. See, I've always heard it calms you, but the thing of it is, every time I smoked it, it was illegal and I was paranoid, so I was never calm. The only time I was calm is if I knew that I was in a situation where nobody was going to come home, or teen allegedly threatened to shoot 400 at school. Are you flipping kidding me? Oh my God. These children. And it's a girl. You gotta be kidding me. Oklahoma. An Oklahoma teen has been arrested for allegedly threatening to shoot hundreds of people for fun at her former high school. Alexis Wilson, 18, Lady Fell, works at a local pizzeria, and I'm sure that there's like some kind of pedophilia ring in the basement. And allegedly showed a coworker videos of herself shooting a newly purchased rifle. She also allegedly spoke about her idea to open fire at McAllister High School in Pittsburgh County. She supposedly said she wanted to shoot 400 people for fun. Holy crap. This person's comment is incredibly dumb. Maybe teachers should notice what's wrong with the students instead of just shaking it off. It was her former high school. She was no longer there. Crazy, crazy. There you guys go. There's the link to it right there. Yeah, they're a church of weed here. Wow. Aaron says Big Pharma will not let the state that's their best customer legalize weed. That will have to happen at the federal level first. You're probably right. Floridians will not smoke legal weed for a long time. That's not true. The medicinal kind, absolutely, they already do. There's already dispensaries here. Troy says it's the only way I can hear. We have a law here for churches. So this one dude opened a church for weed and can't legally be arrested for it. Jasmine says, anyone ever tried kratom? I started it about 2 months ago and I love it. What is it? I don't know what that is. Stop. The only I do is dip. Oh, that's not good for you. That's so not good for you, Clancy. Seriously, it's not. Let me go to Google. I'm Googling what she said she does. Okay. Oh, okay. It's not true. It's not currently an illegal substance and has been easy to order on the internet. It is sometimes sold as a green powder in packets labeled not for human consumption. What? From an evergreen tree in the coffee family native to Southeast Asia, in Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, Myanmar, and Papua New Guinea, where it has been used in traditional medicines since at least the 19th century. Really? But it says it's not for human consumption. What up with that? Huh. I have a friend, let me see. I have a friend that uses kratom, but one of the rare states that it's banned is here too. I've never even heard of it. It's banned in some states. I've only used kratom a few times, but bought a bunch of seeds to grow it when they were talking about making it illegal, the sell of it anyways. Wow. Yeah, I've never even, this is the first I've heard of it. I'm just not in that scene, you know? Yeah, I'm not there. I don't know. Maybe my daughter's heard of it. I have to ask her. Because I don't know. I'll be back. No one sells it here. What I'm trying, just can't get. Oh, okay. We find out information tomorrow about Baby Jack's eyes. It's not good, I know. Not for that one eye. The right eye is just, it's a mess. Now, see, eye problems are kind of a genetic thing with two of my kids. All right, Jack and Aaron's mom, my oldest girl, she's got eye issues. She's like almost blind. When her glasses aren't anywhere around, she has to do like that to squint. She has to do that, and it helps her to focus on stuff just enough. And then Shane was born with how did they put it? I took her to the doctor. She had to get her glasses when she was little. She hated them and refused to wear them after a while. She needs them and she just doesn't wear them. A football-shaped cornea, I think is what they said. It's been a long time ago. And they said there's nothing that could have been done. This is just the way she was born. It was not sitting too close to the TV. There's no reason. It's just the way her eyes were. So Jack will find out tomorrow about his eyes. He may have to get a surgical thing done to fix his, or they may be able to just strengthen it with a patch or something with the other eye. If it's muscular, we don't know if it is or not. We won't know till tomorrow. But I know that his little eye drifts inwards. If he looks at something for too long, it starts to drift inwards. Been doing it since December. I noticed it in December when we were taking pictures of them holding their Christmas ornaments. And his eye kept going in, and I kept going, Jack, stop. And I thought he was messing, to the point that I was like, I'm not going to let you keep that ornament if you don't stop doing that with your eye. And he went, but I don't know what I'm doing. And I was like, wow, I feel like a jerk. He truly is not meaning to do it. And Doug was convinced, oh no, he's doing it on purpose. I'm like, no, he's not. He's 5. He's never done it before. And it's happening at random times. It's not when he's, doing other shit. But anyway, in Indiana bans the import of it. It's a crushed leaf. People use it for pain relief to get off opioids. It's a mood enhancer amongst many other benefits. Anyway, so he gets his eyes checked tomorrow, and he's got 2 appointments tomorrow, so I'm just keeping him home. I'm not even going to send him to school. He's got 2 things to do tomorrow. Sending him for less than half of a day of school, that's just adding more to our running around, just keep his ass home. And he's going to have glasses. Baby Jack's going to be wearing he's going to look like a little professor. Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. TexasHerbsAndBotanicals.com. I just put a gallon of moisturizer on my nose and like nothing is working. And the skin is still itching. But I'm kind of worried that the squamous cell came back. I'm kind of worried because I have a spot right here that doesn't belong there. So I'm kind of worried that the squamous is not just back inside my nose, but also outside. So I'm kind of concerned. I got to get some insurance. Most cops have no real education, especially in botany. I've had cops stand right next to pots full of peyote buttons in my backyard and never looked twice at them. Get my shit together here. Every morning before school, we take a picture of Aaron and Jack. We get a picture of them as they're heading off to the bus stop outside, either in our yard or, somewhere on the way to the bus stop. And it shows their mood every day. 2 days ago, Jack was emo as hell. And he was all, I'm tired. And he was just miserable. And then the day after that, he was making a face. Like, he was just too funny. And then today, they were both in a chipper mood. Aaron puts on a face whether he's in a good mood or a bad. He just fakes it. He'll be grumpy. And then look at the picture and he's smiling. And I'm like, you're so fake. He was like, well, I'm going to smile for the picture, Nina. Okay. But we both know that you were just an asshole earlier. As long as we're firm on that. No. You were being a little butthole earlier. This coffee's not going to cut it, I don't think. I'm starting to get tired. When I took the dog outside just now, oh my God, it's so nice out there. So nice outside. Oh my God. I wish I had a patio set. I really need to get me some outdoor furniture. And then I could start doing my streams outside because I love doing outside streams. The wind today is amazing. It's not even a breeze. Well, it's a breeze with gusts, I guess. It's beautiful. There's no humidity. None. I don't know, but it's maybe 80 from what I'm feeling. Let me check. I'm going to check it out. Catastrophic flooding in Texas. What? Clancy, are you floating away? Where you at? Imelda's floodwaters have trapped people in homes and cars. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, let me go to my hourly. And then I can see what the temperatures are. 82. It is absolutely beautiful. The humidity's at 52%, which is a damn lie. It's not even that high. And the winds are northeast at 15 miles per hour. It is just a beautiful day in Jacksonville, Florida. I love Florida. It's just a beautiful day today. It doesn't take a whole lot to make me happy. Beautiful weather. The bills are paid. I just love knowing that everything's dealt with. Everything is taken care of, you know? I love it. I don't care about shopping sprees and salon trips, although I'd love to go to the salon to get my hair cut and dyed, but I can live without it. 76 here right now with a high of 85. Really? Seems like everyone's got good weather except for Clancy. He said it's pouring down rain, and I just saw something about floodwaters. Let's see where those floodwaters are. That is a lot of water. Holy crap. Beaumont. Homes and vehicles are submerged and roads have turned into rivers. This is insane. That's a lot of water. Now, I know that Galveston had, I don't remember what year, I don't remember which storm, but they had a really bad hurricane come through, and I don't know if the hurricane hit or just the waters were high, but literally coffins came up out of the ground and they were like floating away. they were floating into the friggin' ocean and into the Gulf and into the rivers and stuff. They were coming open, and people were finding coffins in their friggin' yards. It was crazy. It was not good. Everything was contaminated, and that was years ago. I just don't remember what year or what storm. So where is Beaumont? That is a lot of water, you guys. This is not good. +5 inches of rain per hour. Clancy, are you okay? The last time we had major flooding was 2017 when we had this one was before that. I know it was before that, but not too far before. Let me see. When we had Harvey, and that was the first time I ever saw Houston go under, and that's literally in my backyard. Are you near the place that I just said the flooding is being talked about right now? Because you said it's pouring there where you're at. And they're saying that it's heavy rains are causing the flooding in a place called Beaumont. The National Weather Service in Houston issued a flash flood emergency for parts of southwestern San Jacinto, southeastern Montgomery, northwestern Chambers, southwestern Liberty, and northeastern and north central Harris counties. A flash flood emergency was also declared in northwestern Newton County, southern Hardin County, Orange County, and southeastern Jasper County. Oh, that's awful, man. That's scary. I mean, to lose your home to water or fire is it's bad. It's just you can't fix it. You know, you can't fix that kind of hurt. I have friends in Spring and the Woodlands that have had water in the ground floor of their houses a few times in the last 20 years or so. I have a friend that lives in Norfolk, and every time it rains heavy, her entire yard floods, the whole yard and her basement. It's terrible. The last time we had major, I already read that one. Beaumont is an hour away from me. That's not very far from you, dude. Are you getting high waters there? Is there like a warning where you're at? I'm not trying to make you locate yourself here for us. I'm wondering now that I'm seeing this news report when I went to check the weather, and it's like the headline on the site. Harris County sounds familiar. I should call and see how things are. Yeah, I've got to get ready to get off here in a little while so I can start to prep the room to abuse the kids when they get home. They have to have their beatings. And then I have to neglect them for a while so they'll sleep tonight. They cry themselves to sleep. That's how I get them to bed. Sarcasm. I'm in Chambers County. Let me see. Did they mention that? They mentioned it, didn't they? They mentioned that in that story, I thought. Let me check. They did. You have a flood emergency, flash flood emergency. Is the water rising for you, though? I mean, are you seeing anything locally on your news about it? And you know, Buck, when you're abusive and neglectful to kids, the first thing you want to do is move someone in and let them rent one of the rooms so they can witness it. You know, that's the best thing to do. You want witnesses. Ask what's that family with all the kids and they sheltered them and chained them to the beds? They had all them kids recently. Yeah, ask them. Oh, I didn't see what you said. Okay, you deleted it. I got you. Okay, I see it from my side, but I won't read it out. But I see it. That dog's making my bed stink. That's good. I almost moved to the Woodlands when I came back from Israel, but couldn't stand the humidity and lack of consistent surf in Galveston. Yeah. Galveston is steeped in historical everything. The history there is just so rich and intense. I would love to visit that area. Just strictly, I had read some kind of I read a true crime, and a lot of times with these true crimes that you read, they'll touch on, if the writer is good, they touch on my hair is stuck in the glasses. They'll touch on the history of the area where the story is based and happened. And I don't remember which true crime it was, but they were talking about that area. And I remember being so intrigued and thinking, wow, I want to go there. I want to see all that. I want to go, that's like, I want to go to Atlanta and I want to see they have these graveyard cemetery tours because, in Louisiana, the same way, they have them there too. Because so many people were buried in those crypts above ground because they couldn't keep them down because of the water issues or whatever. When we were in Louisiana, in the New Orleans area, me, Doug, and the kids, when they were way little, and we were there for his job, and we went to some of those cemeteries. We went to the one where, what's that voodoo chick's name? I think it's something Laveau. Anyway, and we saw hers. And people had written all over it, and there was stuff all around it. But anyway, Still had a good time while I was there, though. Yeah. Um, but yeah, that's something. These are the things, me and Doug were looking forward to doing at this point in our life, to go back to not wanting to raise kids again. These are things we're still going to do. We've decided we're still going to do these things. We're just going to do them with kids. We're not going to give up what we wanted to do, what we've talked about since we were teenagers, all the fun things that we wanted to do after we had kids and they'd moved out and on. We're just going to do them with the boys instead. It really is. They have so much Victorian homes. See, Portsmouth, Virginia, in Old Town. These homes are old. We're talking Civil War. Civil War, the generals and stuff, they lived in the homes there. These homes are so old, and the history there is amazing. That's where I'm from. My family's been there since like the 1700s, forever. And Portsmouth has a lot of history. So if you're a buff about that kind of stuff from the beginnings of the United States and where it all began, that whole area right there from Hampton Roads area, right on up, just right on up that coast, there's a whole lot going on there. If you're from Virginia, it was standard that in like the 3rd, 4th, or 5th grade, you went to Jamestown and Williamsburg. You just did. Your field trips were there for school, which was always interesting. And, they had the replicas of the Mayflower and the Santa Maria, all that mess. And you could go watch them make candles. They dipped candles, and they were dressed in the period clothes. It was pretty cool. In the pre-Starbucks 90s, you also couldn't get a decent cup of coffee there. That was kind of a problem too. Again, I've never been to a Starbucks. I prefer homemade. I have never had a coffee outside of home that I liked. Not even once. I mean, in other people's homes. I mean, I've never had a store-bought one that could compare to the ones I get from someone's home or my home. It really is. They have so. I already read that. I'm trying to keep up. I think it's not going to friggin'. "400 miles of the coast of Galveston, there's a sunken German U-boat, U-166. Really? That's so interesting. That shit's so interesting to me. I'm a history buff. I don't get into it. I'm more, not really a history buff. The culture of specific areas. And I don't even know I'm into it until I just happen to catch a little bit of it. Like I said, in that true crime that I read, it was based in that area. And it intrigued me. I'm just using Starbucks as a marker for when mainstream America discovered real coffee. Gotcha. By my coffee snob standards." That was Aaron. Clancy says, "I have family ties to the Texas Revolution." It's very cool. It's funny. My dad, he retired from CSX. He was with them when they were Seaboard Coastline, and then they were Seaboard System, and then they did another mesh, and they were CSX. And he retired from there, but they were closing down the yard where I live, the train yard, and some of the shops were old and run down. They were really old, and they were brick and they were stone, and they were going through all the shit in the shops, and there weren't many guys on the yard at that point at all, maybe 15 on the yard. And my dad and his buddies were finding stuff in little nuggets here and little crevices here, and there was a hole in one of the walls, and he reaches in and he pulls out this big book, and it's a yearbook. for police. And it's really old. And he opens it up and it's filthy. And there's, I think he still has it. But it was a policeman's yearbook for whatever the year, it was like 1910. It might be the late 1800s. I can't remember. But they're going through it. And he knew that one of his relatives was a cop a long time ago. And as they're flipping through, there it is. It's like his great-grandfather or something, or great-great-grandfather, but he was a cop and he was in it. His own relative right there. I mean, that's how my family's been there so long. And my dad just happens to pull this book out on the yard of a train yard, and there's a policeman's yearbook, and there's a relative right there in the book. It was so weird. I think he still has that book, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, it was sunk during World War II. What's wrong with this thing? Okay. The pictures in that book were they were odd. I mean, the way the cops dressed, and they were so stern. They were just like, nobody smiled. And they had their billy clubs. It's funny. Look at all those thumbs down. Somebody doesn't like coffee or chat or me. What if I ain't your friend, it's your loss. Because I will bury a body for my friends. Or I'll at least not tell anybody where it's buried if I knew. Everybody needs someone like that in their life. I think I'm going to shut this down. I'm still getting tired. This is not helping at all. And I need to eat. I'm feeling kind of queasy. All this coffee sloshing around with some potato chips from earlier. It's not a good thing. It's a bad look. Oh, I can't even imagine what that looks like. I don't know if I'll be doing this again tomorrow because I have a good long day tomorrow with Jack. I've got to do those 2 appointments. So, but I might do it. I'll do it Monday. Yeah, I'll do it Monday. I'll do another coffee banger Monday. I don't think I'll do it on the weekend, because Sunday Doug's off. I'm not going to spend my time on here when he's off work on his day off. And what do you mean get to work? That's not your channel. Oh, yeah, it is your channel. Oh, yeah, you've got a video on here of you at work. Why are you? Oh, you're on your break. You're on your break? I'm going to go back to bed, Doug. I'm tired. So y'all sub my husband. There he is, Doug Briggs. Sub that. He'll be putting up videos of like work stuff that he does. Like in the Home Depot parking lot. Yeah, that he doesn't work at, building pallets that he doesn't build. He builds stuff that they transport on pallets, but he doesn't build pallets. I am going to go to sleep. Thank you very much. But if you need anything, just message it and I'll see it when I get up. I'll have my alarm set. I won't sleep too long. He comes in, if I'm still asleep, he just tiptoes around. And I'll wake up and be like, why didn't you wake me up? I didn't want to wake you up. You were sleeping so good. Wake me up. Don't let me oversleep. You got to go eat. What are you eating? Oh, that's right. Did you get your noodles out of the fridge? I'm related to the Texas gunfighter, John Wesley Hardin. I've never heard that name. I'll have to check that one out. I love the name Wesley. I love that name. All right, yeah, go eat. Doug, I love you. Goodbye. And I still haven't found my bra or my glasses. I'm wearing these crappy ones. I need some glasses, dude. Go back to work. Make that money. Build America, baby. All right, well, I'm going to shut it down. Like Doug told me to go to sleep. He tells me to go to sleep. You go to sleep, I'll do it. I got this. I'll do this. I'll do that. I'll start that laundry. I'll make dinner. You go to sleep. And now I'm trying to get myself back on track so that I can start my walks again and my smoothies and my kettlebells and all the good stuff. So I can get skinny. Well, I'm not going to get too skinny. Doug doesn't want me skinny. He doesn't want me to look sick. So I don't want to look sick either. And I know I'm going to have like hangy skin because I'm old. And I hate that. I'm going to have like, you're going to see all my wrinkles. See, my fat keeps me wrinkle free. And you're going to see all my wrinkles because I'm going to reduce the fat. So be it. Anyway. Good Lord. That's a lot of thumbs down. That's all right. They took the time to switch from device to device. That's good. All right. Everyone have a beautiful, lovely, wonderful day. Thank you for coming and chatting with me. Be thinking up some topics for Monday. Okay? So we can have something to talk about. And I'm going to go make me some food. Love to all you bitches. Have a good day. Bye. Don't float away, Clancy. Okay? Stay above the water.